Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to continue to talk about Stranger Things Season 2, Episode 4, Will the Wise. So at this point, we are starting to get a lot more information about Max. So Max is new to Hawkins. Her family has recently moved there. Her brother is Billy, but Billy is not her biological brother. Billy is her stepbrother, right? So Max's mom has married Billy's dad. Okay, now this gets interesting, and actually this gets dangerous, right? Okay, so Billy is protective of his sister Max, but only protective of her in that he's like, well, I'm responsible for you. If you get in trouble, I'm going to catch heat from your dad and from your mom and my dad. So I'm going to keep you safe, not because I care about you, but because I don't want to suffer the wrath of my mom, of your mom and my dad, right? Which is pretty terrible. But then one of the things is Billy is outrageously racist. So one of the things he does is he's like, hey, you can't be hanging around Lucas. And he doesn't even know Lucas's name. He's just like, you can't be hanging around that kid, right? And he doesn't say because he's black, but they make it pretty darn clear. Like there's no, like Lucas has not done anything to her. He's not, harmed her in any way. He's not presenting dangerous, like nothing, right? Like, and so Billy is a racist, right? So, and they don't say that in the show. Like they're at no point does anybody say Billy is a racist, right? But they make it extremely clear without saying it. And I thought this was very helpful. And the reason why is I think Stranger Things has a ton of life lessons in it. Why? Because it's connected to Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is literally the most powerful narrative tool and identity tool that humanities have ever gotten on the secular side. The entire structure of Dungeons and Dragons is, hey, how should you live your life? Oh, I don't know, Scott. I think you're projecting there. Yeah, go look at the book How to Be More D&D, which is literally a book published by Dungeons and Dragons publishers that says, here's how to structure your life around using Dungeons and Dragons as a framework. Like I don't have to say the quiet part out loud. It's in print at this point, right? Like there's no like, hey, I think Dungeons and Dragons is a framework to live your life by. I don't have to say that anymore. D&D literally printed it. Like you're like, okay, thanks. Or like, whew, all right. So this is and Billy quickly becomes a bad guy in this show, and that's the Duffer Brothers saying, hey, don't hate people because they're a different color than you. And the Duffer Brothers are 100% correct, right? You definitely should not hate people because they're not the same color as you. That's not cool, man, right? And so so this was, I was very impressed with, just a very bold statement in the middle of Stranger Things saying, hey, don't be a racist, because then you suck as a person. And you do. If you're a racist, you do suck as a person. If you hate people because their skin is a different color than yours, you are a horrible person, right? Just like, and you're like, well, Scott, nobody needs to say this today. Actually, we do. like it's unbelievable, like how people are like, oh, you're from a different ethnic, and it's not even the same skin color. It's ethnicity. Like we're in the middle of a massive wave of anti-Semitism growing in America right now in the middle of 2025. And you're like, are you sure about that, Scott? Go check with the Jewish community and ask them if anti-Semitism is growing in 2025. Yeah, it is, right? Like, it's incredible, right? So I really appreciated that Duffer Brothers put in the middle of this episode, like they're like, hey, don't hate people because their skin is a different color from you, or that they're a different ethnicity. And so we're going to cut it off there. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.